It's a new month as well as a new year, and I have made some changes to our budget for this year. So here is our January 2023 monthly budget. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. At the beginning of the year, I like to do an annual budget to look at it at a glance. It's not that complicated. If you want to see how I do that to figure out our budget and our sinking funds and all of that, check out the video right up here at the end of this video. It'll be playing right up there. Otherwise, I'm going to open up my spreadsheet and show you our budget. Okay, starting with income, my husband is salary, so he makes the same every month, which makes it really easy for us. He's just under $5,000, and this is our take-home pay. So taxes, as well as our health insurance, as well as some retirement have all been taken out of this. LLC, I have a business, the money I make from YouTube, as well as financial coaching. I do make some money. However, I've decided not to include it in our budget because everything I make, we put towards our mortgage. So I'm not actually using it in our budget. So I've decided to leave it blank. At the end of the month, I'll show how much I made and how we spent it. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it there. And so total income is gonna be just under $5,000 for the month. Moving on to expenses, I like to start with our fixed expenses. They are pretty boring, they're pretty consistent, and they're the things that we have to pay every single month. So, tithing, we pay tithes and offering. As Christians, we pay 10% in tithing, and we pay that on our gross income, so before taxes, as well as we also pay some for offerings and humanitarian aid, but it all comes out of one payment that we make. So it will be around $800. Our mortgage, this is a bummer. It has gone up because property taxes went way up. So we used to just pay $1,300 a month, and that was paying extra, like 30 or 40 extra towards our mortgage. But now it's $1,347. There's no extra payment being made there. That's just the new monthly payment, which includes it's right around $1,000 on our principal and interest, and then the rest is for property taxes and homeowners insurance. Electricity, I'm budgeting $15. I need to change this because we do have solar panels. However, we're supposed to bank enough in the summer to make it through winter. However, we have purchased an electric fireplace. We have heat lamps for our chickens. We have a few things that we did not used to have. So I don't think we did not bank enough solar power to cover over the winter. So I'm guessing it'll be more like $25. Natural gas, this we are on average payments, so it is the same every single month for 12 months. Then they will readjust and give us the same payment every month for 12 months. So it is $86. Water and sewer, I am guessing around $115 because we're not watering anything. We do take a lot more showers and wash. It feels like we wash more dishes. We do more baking and cooking in the winter and more laundry because people are getting sick. So I'm guessing around $115. I should go back and look at our bill from last year, but I haven't done that. I'm just guessing. Life insurance, this is my term life insurance. It's $11 a month. Car insurance, it's $90 per month for all of our cars. Phone bill, this includes mine and my husband's cell phone bill. Internet is fixed at $58. They raised it last year, and if they raise it again this year, we will have to call and see about switching or threatening to switch and see if we can get a lower rate. Gas for our cars, I have it at $2.50. We're not going anywhere, but we did buy season passes for skiing. That's only a 25-minute drive, but we're trying to do that at least like once a week to get our money worth out of our passes. So I'm just leaving it at about $2.50. Piano, we currently only have 2 kids doing piano. Our oldest is taking a break while she's doing volleyball this season. Karate for one child, it's $30 per month. And preschool for our youngest is $100 per month. My husband's fund money, I need to change this. My husband's fund money is $25 a month. However, we recently changed it. He has a new debit card with an online checking account that we created. So I put it onto his account. It's like a sinking fund. So let me change that right here. I'm gonna delete this field right here. and add it. Oh, it's already been added. Okay, great. So total fixed expenses is just over $3,000 for the month. Then I like to keep our variable expenses because these are the ones that I have a lot more control over. Groceries, we're putting $6.50 a month, which seems like a ton. With inflation, we are spending more. That also includes our consumables, bathroom products, cleaning products, stuff like that. So $6.50 a month. Eating out, this is my husband and I going out to eat once a month. If our family goes out to eat, it's like Little Caesars pizza or something like that, or if we have a really great coupon or something, and we would just pull that out of our grocery budget because we don't do that very often. And then kids money, our kids have jobs or chores, they have job charts, they get paid. This is, if they all do them for the month, this is about what they would make. Then my fun money is $25 per month. I include it in with my all of these other variable expenses. I don't want to separate another account for, I don't want to carry around another card, and usually I buy my stuff when I'm out getting groceries or at the store, so I lump it in with everything else. So sometimes I spend more than 25, sometimes I spend less, but I like to lump it in because that's just what works for me. Then babysitter, $25. This is like one night of babysitting if we paid a babysitter, but we're at the point where we have our oldest two babysit and we pay them, just not very much. So that's a couple nights of babysitting for us. So total variable expenses is $775, which means if we've got 4 weeks, does January have 4 weeks? I think I have it, so January has 4 weeks. So I would get $193 per week. I like to divide it by week. And so I have $193 per week, and then each week I start fresh with $193. So now moving on to our sinking funds, and these sinking funds are what make all of the irregular expenses doable. So emergency fund, ours is fully funded. We don't have our beginning balance. At the end of the month, I'll add that in so you can see how we're doing, but we are not adding anything there because it's fully funded. This is my husband's fund money. He gets $25 a month for fund money, but then also bike maintenance, he gets $25 a month. He used to use a cube card where he had just one account, but then he could separate into different cubes, kind of like different envelopes. But whenever he used it, he had issues with it, and he never pulled out of the correct cube, so he ended up lumping it all together anyway. So I ended up opening an online checking account for him, so he has one debit card. And I put both all of that bike maintenance and his personal money into one account, and he uses that debit card whenever he wants to buy something. He hardly ever buys anything. He tends to once or twice a year buy something big, and a lot of his expenses come for his bike. He likes to add stuff to his bike. So $50 a month for that. His life insurance, this is term life insurance. We just got a new policy, but he gets a discount for paying yearly. So we have an account set up, so we put $69 into it every month, and then when it's due, we will have the full amount set aside for it. House maintenance, we have some money in our house maintenance account, and we are not adding anything to it because we are trying to put as much away for vacation, because we're taking a huge vacation for our family in May, and so we need to put everything we can towards vacation. So we have some money in our house maintenance, but we're not adding anything to it this month. So vacation this month, we're putting $375. House updates, this is, we've been saving for garage as our main thing, but it's bottom of the totem pole because it's not a need, it's a want. So we're not adding anything this month. Extra mortgage payment, we used to put $150 every month into mutual funds as an investment. We have decided to focus on paying off our house early. So that $150, rather than putting it in investments, we're putting it towards our mortgage. And then, like I mentioned earlier, anything I make for my business will also add to that. And then taxes for my business, everything I make, 15% I set aside for taxes. I don't have anything there because I did not include my income because it fluctuates so much, I don't know what to expect. So I'm just gonna leave zero, and then at the end of the month, I'll show you what I actually earned and how much we actually paid towards taxes and towards our extra mortgage payment. Gifts, this is a new sinking fund that I created for this year. I found it tends to be end of school year and Christmas for teacher gifts, as well as the summertime for some wedding gifts. They tend to be pretty seasonal, so I decided to create a sinking fund, so we're putting $25 every month into it so that we have the money when we need the gifts. Oh, and I skipped clothing. This is another one. I used to put it in our monthly budget. I've decided to try it out as a sinking fund. So we're putting $50 this month into our clothing fund. Car expenses, this is for a sinking fund for maintenance on our car, basic maintenance, wear and tear. Also, we're getting new tires this year, so we're trying to save enough for new tires. So we're putting $75 this month towards car expenses. Christmas, this is the time to start saving for Christmas. Like I mentioned, we put so much into our vacation fund. We're trying to front load that for the next couple of months. So we're not adding anything to our Christmas, but I looked at our annual budget. If you see that video, I have nothing for the first couple of months for Christmas, and then I put a bunch more at the end. I would prefer to just do a set amount each month, but we're trying to put so much into our vacation fund that the first couple of months, we're not adding anything to Christmas. Kids extracurricular, this is money for their non-monthly expenses. Mostly it's our daughter's club volleyball and then some sports, city sports that our younger kids do. Roth IRA, if you've watched any of my last videos, we are decreasing the amount we're putting into my Roth IRA. We have been putting, between us and our employer, we've been putting 20% for retirement because my husband is a little bit older. We did a lot of traveling and had a lot of experiences before he got like a real full-time job with benefits. So we were putting 20% to try to catch up, but now we're focusing on paying off our house. So with this, we're dropping down to like 18%. So we're only putting $275 into my Roth IRA, and then his money for his Roth IRA comes out of his paycheck. And then mutual funds, I can actually delete this one because rather than investing in mutual funds, we are putting money towards our mortgage. So we can see here $27 extra. I am going to add that to our grocery. So 50 plus 27, 672, is that right? Is what we're gonna get. And then I have an extra, I can add, don't you guys worry, 677. Basic math. I tell my kids it's important, but I'm not very good at it. Okay, if you want to see our actual numbers, what we spent for the month, at the end of the month, I will have a video with our budget report. Otherwise, check out my annual budget right up there. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.